Here we are, the Haunt Review crew with our team of 3, making the trip to the beautiful mountains in Scranton, Pennsylvania, home of Dunder Mifflin, Paulie's Hot Dogs, and the one and only Reaper's Revenge. The HRC and our friends from Halloween Haunts 365 were treated to an informative, behind-the-scenes tour hosted by the Reaper's management team. We came for the tour and stayed for an unbelievable nighttime show. The show starts with the famous hayride that takes you through a mind-boggling light and sound show nestled in the forest. With decorations mounted as high as 30 feet in the air, the hayride is a sensory overload. Hear from Paul, the man himself, about some of the work that goes into creating such a work of art.
Side behind you guys, and we throw beams in, so a lot of this stuff triggers by beams and reflectors, and we used to have a problem where some tractors wouldn't trigger, so we put beams on both sides and reflectors on both sides. So we're stopping here. We had a company, we bought 4 foot, 5 foot, and 6 foot diameter pumpkin heads. They came in 2 halves, we glued them together, we carved them, we painted them, and then we weatherized them. And then we tried to find trees that looked like bodies, and we stuck them up there. According to how big the head was, the higher they went. 6 foot head went up 30, 32 feet.
Wow.
So I saw Haunted Overload. They did a 30-foot pumpkin, stole my idea from him. I said, I'm just taking it to a whole new level. And we did about 4 or 5 big guys. And then every year we add pumpkins in the woods. They all light up. Some of them have smoke. So some of the natural trees on the left side over the years have died, but some of them just have branches that look like arms, you know. So I get so excited about this show. I've mentioned the staff here,
Bless you,
which is second to none. Andy, I'll introduce Andy in a minute. Ryan is going to take over turning stuff on or whatever we need. Ryan is, when you see this show tonight, and in its glory, Ryan is our electrician and our lighting guy. He programs our animatronics, a little bit of carpentry. What else are you doing? So, Ryan, how many years have you been here?
This is my 4th year.
All right, 4th year. So we were lucky to score Ryan. Real haunt enthusiast too, spends his entire winter sending me ideas. It drives me crazy.
Awesome.
But I love his ideas. Andy's been with us for the whole 17 years, right?
Year 2.
Year 2, he was 16 years. My first call was to Mike Hefner, who's not gonna be, he might be around a little this year. He got ill last year. His first call was to Andy. They used to do fireworks together.
Oh, wow.
He's an electronics wizard. So he's also known as Reaper's Revenge Google. So if you have a question, you ask Andy. He knows everything, more than me.
right now. I heard y'all's been causing some trouble up here on my mountain. I don't like when people cause trouble on my mountain. Trouble creates work. And I don't like work. It is, that's what we like to hear. Now, who can tell me what y'all are doing in here right now? Any ideas?
Somebody touched an actor.
Y'all are in here right now because a few of you went out had just a little too much fun. We got kind of handsy with some of my employees. No one?
With that fun. You wear glasses, which you won't now. This will be lights on real quick. We'll show you the safety. We'll show you it's an 80 by 50 building. You can't see the building by design. The pole buildings aren't scary. So a little bit you're gonna see that pitch black. We built facades so you don't ever know you're going in and out of a trailer. Actually 4 or 5 trailers.
Here's a video of Pitch Black. This is it. This is Pitch Black. This is what you see in Pitch Black. All kidding aside, you really can't see a thing in Pitch Black. It's a total freak fest. The sound in there makes me want to poop myself, and the music's distracting. We eventually found our way out, but the maze in there is crazy.
It was 2 trailers. It looks a lot like this third one. See how it's crooked, sunk in the mud, unlevel, sideways. So, trailer number 1. Here we come. In the mud from the pond. I swung around, knee deep in the mud, and it landed there. And that's where I stayed for 17 years. Stay tuned. Here comes ball. In the mud. Running start. Up the hill. Boom. That's where that one lived. Those are 2 over there. They sink a little bit for the first 4 or 5 years. We blocked them up. But what was neat is a lot of haunts up spent a lot of money to make them unlevel. And so when we unhooked the tractor, I'm like, perfect. And we built Pitch Black with those 2 trailers. Later, we added a third one, sea container, And then 5, 6, 7 years later, we put the facade up and the back facade, which you guys can all look at when we exit. Um, but yeah, this is kind of fun when we built this 17 years ago. And it's been called the scariest attraction in the United States.
It is. It's horrible.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Let me tell you one thing. So we got a lot of stuff in there that feels weird. I think about 7 years ago, we tried Vaseline, we tried hand cream. We were looking for something. And I shouldn't tell all you this one. So anyway, I got a bug sprayer, we filled it with water, and I pay somebody every 10 minutes to wet the walls. And it took Pitch Black to a whole new level. So the stuff that's on the walls, when it's wet, just feels that much cooler. So it's brutal in there. You can't see, you can't hear. I think we have 48 speakers in there, the little ones, and probably 10 subwoofers. This one here is called the Earthquake Room. That's just three sets of subwoofers that makes the walls vibrate. So, and then we have the flies, and we have just the ambient soundtrack. So it's claustrophobic, it's scary. It's also an indoor attraction, so we have night cameras. We have we're able to see anything. We do a fire drill every night, and we have plenty of exit doors on both sides. They're able to empty this thing out in about 1 minute, 5 seconds. So all customers and actors can be out very quick, and we practice it every day.
So if you missed it, here's another view of the inside of Pitch Black. You're welcome.
What my actors are doing and what my other staff is doing. This is our curtain room. Looks harmless now. You will get lost in it tonight. Trust me, you'll get lost in it. We had a couple extra features tonight that we've been thinking about for the past year or so. Tonight they're being implemented, and it's going to be worse than it ever was. Oh, well. Pitch Black doesn't take away from you. We're going to say it's fine. That's just how it is down here. You know, it's fine. It's controlled chaos. So this, like I said, that's our lab 2 over there. We started new things in there, brought back some old things that we used to do with our old lab 1. Those who've been here over years, you'll understand this stuff to really safe. So if you want to follow me through here again.
All in all, a friggin' awesome night at Reaper's to go along with their daytime tour. Reaper's Revenge is on our Mount Rushmore of Pennsylvania haunted attractions, which is why we try to make it every year. So listen up. If you're the haunty type, you've got to put this place on your list. Paul and his team are always making big changes to a big haunt on an even bigger mountain. Special thanks goes out to our friends at Halloween Haunts 365 for hanging with us. Don't forget to check out those nut jobs. While you're at it, drop a like for our guy Todd at Todd Talks for more informative interviews with stars of the horror world and your man Big Tim from Tim's Insanity. Like and subscribe. Click all the buttons. Thank you all for watching, and as always, see you at the next haunt. Or don't. Whatever. Ha! See ya.